All right, the Emira project is going well. We got suspension done. We've got the front lip, rear splitter done. We got the exhaust done. Today we're going to work on the intake. So we're going to get that done. Intake, short shifter. And then I'm going to start detailing the darn thing. But go to obsessgarage.com. Every dollar you spend on the giveaway page at the Emira gets you an entry to win. Seems to be doing pretty well. You guys seem to be interested in this car. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos. The suspension setup, we're going to get the alignment and all that stuff done on Monday. I'm going to do the wheels and tires tomorrow, Friday, but today's project is to get rolling on the intake and kind of get this thing set up and ready for detailing this weekend and next week. So anyway, I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to share it with you as we work through the project. But I'd love it if you'd consider participating in the giveaway. All right, hope it's okay if I interrupt this video for a minute or two here. Wanted to share something with you that's pretty neat. In order to do these giveaways, I have to do like some tchotchke sales. I can't just sell the detailing supplies that we normally sell and give away a $140,000 car. So we have to come up with some ideas, some things that are interesting that you might be interested in buying, that have higher margin to help us afford to be able to pay for this. The thing that helps me the most is if you buy some digital entries. That to me helps out a lot because there's no like raw cost associated with the product. But this little guy here, something that Bryce made, he chased down. I'm going to just read the description for you. But it's a Obsessed Garage titanium inspection pocket light. This thing is sick, man. And so what you do is you got three different, sort of low, medium, high. But the quality of LED, the inspection LED, is awesome, and it's made out of titanium. So it's like a little pocket carry, would go great in your glove box with your glove box kit. But Bryce worked with a bespoke, a legit, lighting manufacturer. So he says it uses a Nichia 519A LED, putting out 550 lumens at 4K. The LED is 98 CRI, so it gives a clean, color accurate, and natural beam that's perfect for your car, paint inspections, or use in general. I think this sucker, with a tactical switch on it, and a little blue, and it's got the little hexes, I think this thing goes great in your glove box with your kit next to your manual, because then you don't have a bunch of crap rolling around in your car. But these are things that I'd like to have in my car. So anyway, the little Obsessed Garage and little titanium inspection light, I think is a cool little thing to consider. It's not cheap, but it is titanium. So check this out, grab one of these. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win. So let's do it. Yeah, we should look at instructions on this one maybe. So check this puppy out.
It's pretty. I know. I was looking at it yesterday.
I don't think you see much of it though.
No, I would think none of it.
Yeah, and so we're going to do this. Oh, the other part we're going to do that I didn't mention. So this is the short shifter. Can you see that on camera? It's this tiny little guy. So it's just the very end, which is underneath the intake, a little pivot point. But we're also going to do this dry carbon cover. So after we finish the intake, we'll do this really cool looking cover that goes around the engine bay. It's going to be sick. You're going to like how this is going to look. It's going to be awesome.
So this come with the Eventuri?
Yeah, so let me pull up the instructions and then. 1 to 2 hour install. We need a 6, 7, 10, 13 millimeter sockets. Let's grab those. 6, 7, 10, 13. T25 and 20 Torx. Step 1, remove the stock airbox. Step 2, pull the breather hose off the OEM intake. Easy. Step 3, loosen the hose clamps. Step 4, remove from the airbox, take out of the engine bay. Maybe I'll get my iPad and we'll do like a real instructions here. I kind of like winging it though. Maybe I'm getting sick. Maybe that's why I feel like crap.
Maybe.
Yeah. You don't got to worry about that. We never gotten the same strain.
No, never did.
All right, so we took all the trim out. So all the trim, I don't think you need a video of that. It's super simple. You just pop it out. And then, yeah. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get the crap out of the car. Oh, I put this little puppy here too. This little cover. Okay, so the trim let's pull the breather hose off. So you're gonna pull this guy off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's tough to get off, so I'm gonna pull this off first.
Oh, you need a, well, you already pinched it. Yeah. And you loosen the clamp, which you already did. Yeah. Remove that whole thing. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need the bands because the new one has new bands. So that guy's off. Yeah, so all those little clips, there's a bunch of clips on the top front of it with a hose, with a wire. All right, airbox is coming out. There's a stock filter. I bought that blue filter thinking I would need. Oh man, I bet you this blue filter would actually make a pretty big difference. So I bought this blue one, but we're not gonna need it because the Eventuri has its own. It's a good thing I'm not an Emira only guy because wouldn't be getting a lot of footage of this tight spot. A lot of tight engine work on this puppy. The other thing we knocked out yesterday was the anti-gravity battery install. We dropped like 40 pounds off the car, throwing off the weight balance. It's not going to drive right now. There's the box. So there's your airbox out. And the short shifter thingy goes right there. Let me consult the instructions.
Okay.
All right, so here's the short shifter. This little tiny little guy.
45%.
So there's a 45 to 60% reduction. It's crazy, just this little.
So right to there is 45, and if we slide it to there, now it's 60%.
Let's go for it. Full bore, full 60.
Okay.
As soon as you get it in and I shift it, and I'll tell you.
Can you take the airbox
You can
back
take it back out. Yeah. All right, so I can't even really show you what's going on, but it's down in there. There's a much better video on YouTube.
Oh, I can see why it's shorter. Okay, so basically, the pivot point is here, right? Where the original shifting cable, the pivot point is, let's say, here, and where it tugs is out here, okay? Where the cable attaches.
Yeah.
So what this is doing is shortening that. This is getting closer to the pivot point. So by moving this further, it's closer to the pivot point even more.
Interesting.
Than what this already does. So the pivot, right now the cable attaches, let's say here.
Yep.
We moved it this far, and now we're moving another 15% that way.
Huh.
So it makes sense
cool
to me now that I see how it works.
Way easier to get to with the airbox out, though.
Rubber bushing too.
All right, so we got rid of the rubber bushing. We're 60% shorter. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Looks pretty short from here.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty short.
Yeah. Looks good. Feel too short, or does it feel okay?
So that's first, second.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I say we leave it short.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That tiny little part makes a remarkable difference.
That's crazy.
Yeah, buddy, that's good. All right, so first step on the intake. Look how pretty that thing looks. That's to put the airflow sensor. What do we need there? That was our
Yeah, probably
T20. So you can see what it does. It just goes right in the middle. Man, that really restricts your airflow. Big old
I'm sure they
block in there.
say for the.
We could make some modification improvements by making that a V.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah. All right, so this little guy goes on here.
Swap it
It's like an anodized aluminum part, pretty sweet looking. This is probably going to make a pretty significant sound difference. Going from the heavy-duty plastic airbox to this hollow tube. It's going to be kind of cool. It says to be very careful. Man, that's cool looking. All the way down in there. We should use instructions more often. This is easier. iPad here.
Let's go.
Yeah. We're consulting videos and instructions. It's like turning over a new leaf here. All right, there we go, people. Eventuri intake installed as prescribed by the instructions. I'm making some extra horsepower. Wait till I get my JB4, this thing's gonna rip. Nice. All right, so now we put in all this. So he didn't have any gloss carbon, he had the dry, which I think is kind of cool looking. So I like this. I wasn't gonna be able to get it in time. Ooh, you should get your car fragrance packs as well. That counts with the giveaway too. And then these are all the tools we've been using. After each project, put the tools back away in our nice tool graded setup that I'm about to rip out when we do new cabinets. I'm gonna redo it all. Jeez. Yeah. But I got, my Rousseaus have those 60-inch drawers. These are 40-inch drawers. It's gonna be sweet. See how nice that is? Everything's got a spot. It goes back into position. All my wrenches. This is better than the install video, just showing them the drawers. Makes me happy.
Where was your feel? Where was this wrench?
Over here on the right. Yep. I'll put those guys back. Shoot, we're gonna have a TV installed, car modifications done. This is gonna be great. All right, so here's the plastic pieces. I have to do a little bit of rubber grommet transfer from the OE to the fancy. You know what we should do? I'm gonna coat this before I put it in there. That'd be nicer.
Okay.
Coat the whole thing.
Take a second.
I'm gonna do a little CSL XO to this before I put it in, and then I can check that off the list. Do it before I put it in the car. Be a nice move. So I'm gonna do a quick little two-coater here, CSL XO. Because this engine bay area gets a lot of water, it gets wet. Because it's open to the elements. It'd be nice to coat it, that way every time you wash the car and dry it, it'll be easier to keep clean. And this is wipe on, wipe off. Nice. You could do this with it on the car, but it's way easier to do it like this on the bench. I'm going to do it immediate as well, so do the CSL first and top it with XO afterward. All right, the next step is XO. Same process. The engine bay, I probably could have just done XO and been done with it, but we only do things one way here. Without instructions and all the way. And this will be protected for probably the darn life of the car, at least a long time. So to transfer the pieces from the stock plastic. Oh man, that's so much better than plastic. Holy cow. All right, people, that looks better. That looks incredible. It's like the way it should come. Nice. All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap on the engine bay, with the exception of maybe the JB4. Nice. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on the cosmetic engine bay things. The short shifter is really awesome. So short shifter improves the shifting performance. We'll get maybe a few extra horsepower, a little bit of extra, little different sound from the Eventuri intake, and then the cosmetic look of the carbon fiber, and then with the little dress-up cover over the washer fluid area. All this was coated and ready. So I'll coat all this. I'll probably coat this with Dr. Beasley's metal coat when I do it's a high temperature coating, when I do the rest of the car, which will be one of the next steps. So next video will be the mounting and balancing of the signature wheels and coating those wheels. And then the video after that will be alignment. And then we'll be ready to do some flybys and take the car back to the track, and it's gonna be good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go get entered on the giveaway.